they had to bail out the big banks. Well, why did they have to bail out the big banks? Because the banks robbed you is what they done. They fucking robbed your ass. Alright? But I'm gonna explain how they done that. But I'm gonna explain to you first how an actual free country capitalist bank should work. Alright, you take your wealth, whatever it is, it's gold, silver, which back in the day it was gold and silver because we had the gold standard. Now I don't even know what is wealth. I don't even know what we go by because we don't go by the gold standard no more. So our money's not worth our money's fucking useless, it's worthless. That's the reason why it used to be accepted all over the world. And now it's only accepted where, hell, Canada don't even want it. Mexico wants it, but Canada don't. But Mexico's a little behind times. Mexico still thinks America's, money is still backed by gold, I guess, but it's not. But that's what we're gonna have to do. We have to tear down this banking system that has whatever it is now. I mean, it's just perverted itself into this damn freaking retarded shit that y'all think is capitalist, but it's not. At a bank, you take your wealth, you take whatever was gold, silver you had, if you was a millionaire, and you put it in this bank. And this bank is supposed to protect your money and lend your money to your neighbors in your community to grow your community. Not to play the stock market with it, not to misplace your money, not to foul it up like that's what the big banks did when they had to when they took the damn bailouts because they robbed you. That's what I was saying. They fucking robbed you, and you said, I wonder how that happened. Well, hey, how it happened. They took your money and invested it in bullshit that they shouldn't even have been doing because that wasn't what y'all agreed on. Or in your mind, that's not what you agreed on, but a lot of people sign shit without reading it nowadays. So they mismanaged your money, mismanaged their money, and they should have failed. Sorry about your luck. You should have been watching your bank. If your bank failed and you had money in there and it got gone, damn, you should have been watching what the hell they were doing. Because that's your responsibility. That's your fucking money. You have to pay attention to your shit. But you didn't. And people didn't. There goes that trust thing again. People trust way too much. Thinking that people's going to do the right thing when you know damn well when it comes to money or anything else, they're not going to do the right thing. But anyways, back when banks were great, when America was great, this is how it worked. That's how the system was. It was simple and it was small. It didn't, and you knew if you took paper money from that bank that it had a worth to it, and and back then our banks they made their own money type. It may not have been a $100 bill from the U.S. Federal Reserve, which is not even part of the government. It's not even a government entity at all. It's its own entity. Now, that ought to be a red flag for you right there in itself, but it's not, because you believe it. Just because they put federal in front of it, you think that it belongs to the government, but it doesn't. But that's another form of capitalism versus communism. What we have now is communism. Our banking system is communist. It is how a communist country banks. A capitalist country does not bank like that. It's totally different. That's what made America great. It was different than every other country in this world because of that very reason. We were capitalists, true capitalists. You had mom and pop banks that done what they said they was going to do. They didn't take federal money. They took your money and they done exactly what they said they was going to do with it. And they grew their community. And now, you know, you got these crazy banks and credit card companies and everything else that's just giving, that's loaning electronic money, which is not money, it's numbers on a computer screen. It has no worth whatsoever, but you think for some reason that it does. There's nothing backing it. There's nothing saying that there's, if you've got $1 million on a computer screen, there's nothing saying that you have $1 million worth of gold backing that. You just got $1 million of play money. It's fake. It's counterfeit. And if you was to, and I talked about this on another video, but there was a man that wanted to replace our money because he seen the problem. And what he done was bought up a bunch of silver, he bought up a bunch of gold, and he started making gold coins and silver coins. The feds come in there and arrested him for making counterfeit money. How can it be counterfeit if it's made with gold and silver? But that's where your mind is. Your mind is way off in left field because that's where they put you. You're going to take a $20 gold piece or whatever it used to be, and they don't even make them, I don't think. And if they did, it would be zinc or some damn cheap ass metal. It wouldn't have no damn. If it had a trace of gold in it, it would be plating. 24 karat gold plate bullshit, you know. But the guy was making coins out of gold and silver, but they told him that it was counterfeit, it wasn't no good. And they arrested him for making counterfeit money. And you're not even going to ask yourself, how does that happen? Because it's gold and silver. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that happens, because whatever's stamped on it, it's still gold and it's still silver. So how in the hell is it going to be counterfeit? I don't know. Counterfeit gold? Is it counterfeit silver? No, it was gold and it was silver. But the feds come in and said that it was counterfeit. So the reason why is because they don't want that kind of money no more. They don't want worth money. They don't want something that's worth its weight in gold or silver. They want a computer screen and funny money. Funny money. That's all it is. It's fake. It's counterfeit as you can get it. You reach in your pocket, you pull out a dollar bill and you look at it, that's funny money. That is counterfeit. It is fake. There ain't shit backing that money. Nothing. We have no gold backing that money because we got away from the gold standard. Remember, we used to have gold certificates. We used to have silver certificates. That's when America was worth something. don't know why you can't open your eyes and see that. But, I mean, just think about that. A man making gold coins and silver coins, taking gold, actual gold, and pressing coins with it. They arrested him for making counterfeit money. But the Federal Reserve will print out millions and millions of dollars at any given time and tell you that that's real money. But there ain't nothing backing it. But the way your brain has been rewired to think, you think because the Federal Reserve printed that money that it's worth something. What's it worth? What's backing it? Federal Reserve's word? Well, what's backing it? That's what I want to know. Why is that $100 bill worth $100? Why? I guarantee you ain't gonna be able to answer it, because it ain't worth nothing. Just because they say it is. See, we used to have a foundation in this country. You got a $100 gold certificate. It was saying that there was $100 worth of gold back in that sumbitch, and there wasn't no question about it. But now you get $100 and you can't even answer the question. What's backing it? What's backing it? Not a damn thing. A bunch of hot air from a bunch of politicians that you believe every word they say. Y'all take it easy.